karmic land. When we don't focus on a relationship and it breaks apart, still I get all the recognition I deserve, no matter what how they try to taint my image or destroy my image. Because some people are so insecure about themselves, they have to tear someone down, to tear somebody well up down to feel better about themselves. No matter how many dresses you give to them, they are always gonna lead up on spam folder. Have nothing better to do with their time. But I'm talking about the karmic land. So when you are not talking to someone, or you have broken up with someone, you get to see that there are people who are put in power positions that are watching your content before you upload it, and they go and mock you before somebody else, before it's publicized. Like people it has public access, so they try to skew your view, or use it for themselves. They try to mock your style, and they try to dress up like you or mock a look like you, so that you look some sort of secondary option. You look like that. But still, you will not get that point till later in life, that you have been watched all your life and you have known some people, some clout hungry people for all your life, but you didn't know that they have been watching you behind the scenes, and they are put in those power positions to you know go prep the collective or prep the public about how to see you uh, beforehand, because they are so intimidated by your natural instinctual self, that they have to, or perhaps they see you as something reducible, and that's not a very good way to look at someone from source perspective. And of course, people are who they are when they are born. They are born with a image. They have an image already stacked up for the world to see. But no matter how zero perspective, how much of a zero perspective we try to take, but it's gonna be tainted. Their image is gonna be tainted if we are born in our image. Like, they have to take up a uh, backside role, or they have to become a villain, or they have to become a lustful person, or they have to become something um, in comparison to your image, or no matter how much you start want to see them for who they are, and from zero perspective, from universal perspective, the way they were born, and keep your natural intelligence intact, it is gonna get affected by your existence or your breathing um, existence. So people who are discarded, or in the spam folder, or uh, that you don't interact with because they come at you with trash talk. Doesn't make any sense, doesn't have any empathy for your day-to-day routine, doesn't ask how you're doing. It just come and la 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 attack your look, or attack your sense of self, attack your mental health, attack your look, perception. They say that you are not perfect. They say that whatever you did to help them, it was not out of genuine love, and they try to attack you for that. They don't have any empathy for you. uh, they just want to, or your time, they don't respect that time or effort you have put into nurturing them, or seeing them in a positive way, even letting them know that you saw them, or acknowledging their existence, because I could pretty much not acknowledge their existence in the first place. These are shadow people, but who are living in my shadow. But I always saw someone for the efforts they have put in or the energy they have put in. Even if they are copycatting me, or if they are wearing my clothes, if they even don't want people to see me a certain way, or if they want to taint their image in a certain you know see in my be seen in my uh, genuine light, and then make me feel like unnoticed or overshadowed. Who the originates, and knowing full well that they are inspired by me and who the idea person is. So all my life have been overshadowed by these copycats who have nothing better to do with the time. But the karmic land takes up all those people that are hurtful, or that are hurt and wounded and have nothing to do. They are just ruining their luck and having bad luck with their lives. They just take them up and they try to bribe them with jewelry and clothes and fashion, and spam and spam and spam, because are doing nothing with your life purpose. You're not positively contributing to the society at all. You're just putting all your times and efforts trying to tear somebody down day in and day out, harassing them and making them feel attacked all the time, like a bunch of doggies that are not even in dog forms. Like, be a better human, first of all. Have empathy for someone's struggles, have empathy for what somebody is all about. Like, people don't see my perspective in life, they treat me like a material, or I'm someone that has depended on them, or something like that. It's like continuing to tear somebody else down wouldn't build you up. I will get all the recognition I deserve by people who are genuinely mattering, okay, behind the scenes. Let me tell you that, first of all. And second of all the websites out of straight up tearing somebody down or destroying their image are going to get shut down in the long process, because we are part of a justice system that is, you know, part of a larger justice system. So even if I don't get justice one way, in a rural, local way, it will go international, and I will get justice that way. Like, the stress can tell you pretty much. And the plazos, I don't have to do so much to add to my image, because I'm who I am, and people who like my genuine self like it for who it is. And no matter how much you try to, uh, you know, build up trash, you're just building up spam so that my uh, natural efforts are perceived in a spam way. That's what you're trying to do. So your intent is malicious in the first place, but you still expect me to have some empathy for you, because when the people you worked with in tandem with to tear me down, when you need protection from them, when they are trying to abuse you, or they try to they start to lie about you, because these people are like ruthless. They don't see anyone. After a point, they go mad if they are rejected, or they feel rejected in some way, or they don't even want to see the world in a right, just way. They have a very skewed perspective of how they were perceived, and they abuse the right kind of people, and find credible. They abuse the nurturing kind to build up the cruel kind. And I do also have a cruel aspect that went out, but I'm trying to find it again. in some, like, whenever any of my aspect goes out of balance or goes out of tandem with the general generality of me, I try to bind it, I try to balance it with my karma, because I have a perspective higher than them, and that's my advantage. um, and I'm just doing the best I can with my own perspective, my temporal perspective, and not I don't depend on any aspect of me to get me what I want. I do I mean, whatever I want, I see for myself. Like, I am very hardworking in terms of getting what I want. But yeah, few people get it right, few people get it wrong. A few people get it right the first time, who have a just sense of duty and just sense of righteousness. But some people are like, they're empowering the cruel, empowering the bullies, empowering the impersonators, empowering the copycats, the ungifted, the untalented, the uh, leeches, who are and going against people who are helping the mankind get to a better sense of identity, you know, and trying to build up people who are copycats. They are trying to empower people who are trying to build up people who are copycats, who are sharing names, and who are doing the crimes, doing the bulk in crime, and a lot of criminal activity with your avatars, with our natural way of being. Like, why would you have to insult someone, or why would you have to prep the audience for their image before they naturally appear? Because why do you have to put so much work behind the scenes? I don't think anybody should hold that much power to sit behind the scenes and dictate how someone's life would go. And yeah, few people play slow, definitely knowing that I was being tested and all my aspects are being blindfolded and tested. They are definitely playing so slow because they wanted me to get harmed. They are trying to play dumb, trying to play stupid so that I get harmed. These people know me since the very beginning, but they focus day in and day out, not bathing, not doing their inner work, like inner showers that you call it. Like, if you clear your thoughts and patterns about someone, or even channel it through songs or music, whatever you felt towards them, whatever ill grudges you hold towards them, they don't do any of that. They don't express themselves in a healthy way, like you should. So they go out of their psych ward, and in a psycho way they try to instigate crowds and put you in harm's way, because they couldn't act on your couldn't act on their own behalf in regards to expressing their feelings towards you, through or channeling their feelings towards you, or even doing the inner work or inner shower. Because every time I see that someone is putting bad breath into the air element and toxic waste into the air element, I go take a bath, because I want to invite, even my thinking in my YouTube feed, I want to invite good breath. I want to invite positivity. I want to invite people who are original. Like, originals want to connect with other originals who have their own uh, natural sense of intelligence, and who don't have to tear other people down to feel better about themselves. Yeah, people who have clothes, good clothes, people who are originals, and people who respect originals like me. People who don't have to tear another person's confidence down to feel better about themselves, especially if that person hasn't done anything towards them in the first place, but later on they did, to clarify their position when you put them in such a pressurizing environment that they have to bear some kind of fruit, and the real fruit is the truth. And yeah, truth seeds and wisdom uh, perceives. But yeah, they're inviting a lot of harm, natural harm towards themselves. If you are trying to mess up someone's karma, good karma, you're gonna get bad karma, a lot of it. But yeah, karmics who take on your exes or your abandoned paths or rejected paths, or people who you have set boundaries with, and they try to bribe them for some subscribers or for some views. I have outranked them behind the scenes, because when you speak the truth and when you appear to be authentic, and even if you are taking on their perspective from an empathic viewpoint, you invite a lot of views on your own. And yeah, people who are always plotting on how to put me in harm's way, or how to get me arrested, or how to make my natural self be perceived in a wrong way, or how to bully my brother, or how to spin the narrative, that gathering people that we helped to be spinning the narrative on us and to create a bad karma reputation, or people who have helped us, gathering them up with a bunch of bad breaths and creating a havoc, because they cannot function without drama. They need the daily dose of attack. And on my aspects that are trying to recover it with cloud chasing, but platforms are also not invited. I'm trying to make things right as much as I can, but people who are still finding problems with that need to go do their shadow work